and welcome back to Discussions with a Grump. I'm here with my lovely wife, Jen.
Hello.
And we're outside trying to have a fire that won't stay lit in the middle of November. In Florida. It's like
Nice.
70 degrees.
Yeah, it's nice.
About 9 o'clock at night.
Sweater weather.
And today I want to talk a little bit about what Elon Musk and Vivek found with that Department Doge they're in, that Trump assembled. And there's just a few things so far. Who knows what else they're going to uncover that's going to really piss a lot of people off and find out where our tax dollars have really been going towards. Mm-hmm. One of these things were $550,000 to a lab in Russia for experiments of cats.
Wrong. It's just so wrong. Poor babies.
I never liked the idea that we tested animals anyway.
No. We should test it on people.
Oh, now you're taking my idea.
We should test it on people that are bad people.
We should do the testing if you really want to know how it affects humans or any other mammal that you're trying to figure out what it does to. I think you should do it on people that are worthless and have nothing to offer, like maybe those on death row or just, maybe people that are willing to be the guinea pig.
Yep.
So yeah, $550,000 for that, going to a lab in Russia for experiments on cats.
That's so mean. Poor babies.
There's one of those $3.2 million went towards, I don't remember word for word what it was. It was something with like addiction with monkeys and gambling.
That's horrible.
It's like, why do we care? Like, I get what they're trying to do because the monkeys are supposedly the closest thing to us, even though I think, what was it, like we share more DNA. We're closer to I think it is a banana than we are with any other thing.
Mm-hmm. Shit, we eat bananas. Whoops. We're eating our own people.
I get they're probably trying to see how addiction plays on the brain, I guess, but like $3.2 million?
That's ridiculous. Why do we have to pay for that?
I can think of far better other things for our tax dollars to go towards than
it's ridiculous.
Getting monkeys addicted to gambling.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Like that just even sounds like made up, Yeah. It doesn't sound real.
No. Just pisses me off.
Now the big one that I'm really upset about is $20,000 of our tax money going towards drag shows in Ecuador.
Get out of here. That's just so wrong.
What kind of fucked up, perverse government, I should say, do we have?
I know.
Why? I get people have kinks and fetishes, but children and drag shows and just stuff like that is like, I don't understand where we went wrong in this country, this world. Why isn't their government funding their perversion? Why are we?
Yeah, I don't understand. They don't fund anything for us. Seriously, what are they funding for us? Why do we have to fund that?
I mean,
that's so stupid.
They fund illegals coming over here. They give them money and $50,000 on debit cards and
that's
free
not for
places.
Us.
I know, I'm saying. That's what our government funds.
Yeah.
They give illegals all this.
I know.
They give them free places to stay, free food, free money.
According to Trump, this won't be happening anymore. I guess they've already cut off their supply for their food card. They've already been cut that off. Mm-hmm. That's been cut off. I don't know about their rent or like where they're, residing at, but all I do know is that they've definitely cut that off, which they should, because one lady, did you see that news thing? Some lady had, or guy, I don't know if it was a lady or a guy, but someone had, they were at the grocery store and one of the immigrants left their receipt, and it showed their balance on their card.
It's like $20,000 or something.
Yeah. Well, there was 20, but there's like 15,000 left after their purchase from the store. Must be nice.
Which is funny because, you know,
must be nice.
Even the most struggling mother, let's say, of like 2 or 3 children, you know, can barely get maybe $200 a month.
It's just, I don't know. Our world is messed up.
It is.
That is just so messed up.
I don't know. I really hope and pray Trump is a man of his word, which he has a good track record of being a man of his word.
He was in his last presidency. He did everything, you know.
He tried to anyway. They still had a bunch of Dems in the House and all this other stuff that were always constantly blocking him.
Of course.
Nancy Pelosi was a big reason. That piece of shit.
And she's going to continue being that way.
Well, she's not the speaker anymore, so.
But she's still a piece of shit.
I know. But, yeah, he's not playing games anymore, and that's what we need. And you can, like, when the rest of the world is polling for Trump, you know that he's doing something right. They know, like, it's funny how whoever runs our country dictates the rest of the world. No more funding shitty-ass Ukraine for a war in Russia.
We got to stop doing for everyone else and do for ours.
It's like, you ever notice anybody ever help us?
I know.
Like,
what about the vets that are living on the streets?
Yeah, the vets. Or why don't we do something for the homeless people? Like a guy at work, Artie, he says, you want to get these homeless off the street? Send them to the landfill and, you know, rummage through there and get everything, like, and take it all to, like, get money for it, like the aluminum and everything. Send them all out to pick up garbage and take it to the landfill. Give them money.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Yeah. Give them an opportunity to turn around.
It's like, I get probably, like, there are circumstances, situations where, like, if you're military or just maybe like a bad divorce or something where you end up being homeless. I get that. But there's also the people who refuse to get a job because they think alcohol and drugs are more important.
Addictions.
And it's sad to see that, like, they ruin it for a lot of the legit homeless people trying to better their lives. And I think that's why, at least for me, even though I know this not to always be the case, they ruin it for the rest of them. It's like one bad apple ruins a bunch. It's like you can't trust any of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
have
it's
no idea
like
what that sound is.
a motorcycle. But it's like our own country won't even help
their own people
with hurricanes.
Yeah. Look at what FEMA did. You know?
Our own country can't even help us.
Just because
but yet we're going out and helping other people in other countries.
Just because they voted for Trump, don't help them. That was wrong.
And then what did we hear earlier? A little bit off topic of, well, not really. That one lady who worked for something killed her father because Trump won presidency.
I don't get that.
What's an ice pick or ice axe, whatever they said.
What was the point of that? What, was he a Trumper? And she wasn't? I didn't understand
that. It had to be, or she was just so, like, I don't understand people that get so distraught over something. Did we do that? Did we act a fool when Biden cheated and got presidency? No, we went to work the next day and bared it for these terrible 4 years.
Yep, still are.
And then it was our turn to say something. We voted who we wanted in.
Yeah.
You don't see us going around killing people. These are just people this is what happens when you close down insane asylums and let these people run the streets and don't medicate them properly, or it's actually the medication doing it. Right. I think a majority of it is from the vaccine.
It could be. I mean, yeah, anything's possible when it comes to that. With
There's a
Pfizer.
plane going overhead. You guys might hear. Apologize.
We live right by the airport, so
Like 5 minutes from it, so.
it's a little busy sometimes. Some days it is, some days it isn't. I guess it just depends whatever flights are going which way.
Is that Southwest?
Yep, sure is. Southwest.
Hauling ass. But yeah, I don't understand the mentality and just how people let their emotions take a hold of them. Like, to the point to where you're killing your own father.
Oh.
I don't understand.
It's just wrong.
But we got the right man in office. January 20th can't get here soon enough.
I'm excited about the Kennedy pulling all the crap out of our food, supposedly, and being ahead of all that, because I'm telling you, maybe the cancer rates will go down after that. All the crap being pulled out of our food, because cancer is at the ultimate highest rate, especially colon rectal cancer. Mm-hmm. I mean, that this goes to show it's because what's in our food. It has to be.
That's all part of the plan.
You know, all these things that they put in there now, it's like, I think I'm just going to live off of coffee and toast. And I'll make my own bread. You know
what they're putting in your coffey either, or your bread's bad for you too.
I'll go get the beans, grind them up, and make my own coffee.
Mm-hmm. Bake your own bread while you're at it.
Yeah, might as well. I'll make my own butter too, and my own jam. But it's getting nuts with this food and all the shit they have. That's why all these kids have issues. Because all the dyes they put in it, all the sugar they put in, all the fake sugar they put in it, and some. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited about that part, too. There's a lot of things I'm excited about to see what's going to happen. I'm just worried up until then what's going to happen to Trump. They're going to try to get him again, I think, before January.
You keep talking like that.
I don't want it to, but these people are nuts.
I think that's why I seen a picture. It was Trump, Kennedy Jr., Donald Trump Jr., and Elon Musk all sitting at the table on his plane eating McDonald's. And this was like yesterday or today or something. It's like Donald Trump Jr. captioned, make America healthy again starts tomorrow, as they're eating McDonald's. And Kennedy Jr. looks very unhappy that he's about to eat something from McDonald's. But considering who we have in charge of the health right now, which was that, I don't know if they're still there, but I forget his name. It was some military member that was a transgender. And now you got Bobby Kennedy, who's like fit as a fiddle for his age. Yeah, we're headed in the right direction finally. Let's hope that who Trump picked on his team isn't rhinos, which is Republican in name only, and end up turning their back on him and stabbing him in the back like
Pence.
That piece of shit Pence did. Mm-hmm. And amongst others, but...
Yep.
I am hoping getting like a little bit of vendetta comes towards... karma, I should say, goes towards our old governor Pritzker. I can't wait for them to go after his dumb ass.
It's coming too, because he's acting so resilient.
He's making things worse for himself.
Yeah, he's acting like the big Humpty Dumpty that he thinks he is, and
he thinks he runs the
Trump
country.
and his people. Yeah, he thinks he runs things. Good luck with that fat boy. Good luck.
We should ask the people of Illinois how they feel about you housing and bringing in all these illegals and taking their jobs and their housing and their money. And
if you go to that clip where he's saying, if you come for my people, you're coming for me, or whatever.
You go through me.
You go through me, whatever fake threat that he thought he was threatening. But anyways, there's like a side chat, and it shows people around the world commenting, and they thought that he was talking about them, the people that just live there in Illinois. I'm like, are you all dumb?
No.
So they're completely clueless what he's doing.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Illinois is full of a bunch of dumb people, to be honest. And
well, even my stepmom today, I called and talked to my dad today, and my stepmom was clueless. She didn't even know that he was harboring. I'm like, Illinois is a sanctuary state.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't know that.
How did you miss that? You know? But I told my dad and my stepmom, be careful, man, because they live in Chicago, and it's going to, with Prickster being so who he is, he's going to cause some riffraff. But Holman's like, bring it on. Game on. He's like, good luck, because we're coming.
I will not be intimidated, and my team will not be
Yeah.
intimidated. You want us to come through you, no problem.
Yeah, and he says, once we get that word from Mr. Trump, it's on. And he knows, he said, he knows where they're all at. They're plotting this all out across the world, where they're all being stashed, wherever it is that they're doing. But yeah, there's this one lady on TikTok. She lived in an apartment that was harboring some of these immigrants. And I guess that the immigrants were complaining about this lady's dog, and this lady had lived in this complex for like 10 years. So she went to the landlord and she was like, you know, I'm not going to put up with this. I've been here forever, blah, blah, blah. I'm compliant. I pay my rent, da, da, da. The landlord won't respond to her, won't communicate with her, nothing. Because he's getting money to fund those people to stay there. That's why. The state is funding him. I think it was in New York. I think it was. Somewhere up there in the East Coast, up north from us. But yeah. So even landlords, they're getting the buck from the government. They're getting paid money. And they're getting some kind of incentive to harbor these immigrants in their buildings. So their American citizens are turning their back on their own people just to get that money. Just goes to show that money talks.
To get back on the health thing a little bit, kind of off topic, but just looking up at the sky, I hope they really do something about these chemtrails, because I'm seeing them right now at night. And
I think that's the reflection of the moon.
No, that's definitely
Against
a
the
chemtrail.
clouds. Oh yeah, that one is, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Trying to get us some way.
I don't think I've seen a real cloud in years.
Yeah.
The poison, I think that's part of why people are going crazy too, is this poison they're spraying on us.
Yeah. Well, and all that shit drops into our water. You know, our water supply.
Yep.
Into the trees. And they emit the pollen, then it goes in the air, and we're breathing that in. You know, there's so much stuff. Look at our fire is flaming.
All right, well, thank you for listening. That's it for today before this gets off trail and we start talking about nonsense. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.